It was good, y'all. It's Gabe Rosado here with Mi Gallo, Abner. I mean, we had a crazy week, man, traveling. You was in New York, St. Davis. Yeah. I was in cold-ass Quebec, Canada. You know what I'm saying? It was, bro, snowing.
New York was cold, too.
Yeah. It was snowing crazy in Canada, man, but it was a good card. Rocky Hernandez was the main event. Box put on a great performance. But it was crazy because originally my show was supposed to be in Mexico. And Hermosillo, so I'm like, Hermosillo, bro.
Hermosillo to Canada.
And then Hermosillo, and then when they switched it to Quebec, I was like, But it is what it is. It was a good show, man. And then shout out to Canada, man. It's big boxing fans out there. They're doing real big things out there with the boxing, man.
What's up, man? But yeah, man. New York, man. You know where I was, man.
You
know fight I was
you
I was calling the good fights out there, man.
Ain't nothing like a fight night in New York.
Oh, seriously, man.
Right?
Everybody
Did you get the fight in New York?
I never did, man.
Bro.
I was supposed to fight at the Barclays Center once upon a time, but then that's when I had another injury. I was supposed to fight Jesus Cuellar for a world title, and the commission wouldn't let me fight. I was already there.
Dang.
Like I was there. I think I did it. No, I didn't do the weigh-in. I got to the week of.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, Mr. Mars, you got to go take another exam." I'm like, "All right, cool." I took another eye exam. I passed it. And we're like, "Oh no, but just based on your history, we can't."
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Like,
that's
yeah,
crazy. You needed my eye doctor.
Strict.
You needed my eye doctor, bro.
They were a lot more strict.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy,
yeah, man. The vibe over there in New York.
Yeah, man.
Whole totally different vibe.
Man, I got the opportunity to fight in Madison Square Garden, Electric, and then I got to fight in the Barclays Center. Like I don't know if it was the first year it opened up, man. But
who'd you fight there?
That was when I fought in the Garden. I fought Triple G.
Okay.
And then in the Barclays Center, I fought Lemieux.
Dang. You got them big names. He fought everyone.
Yeah, man. And bro, it was like just that. I don't know. It's something about New York is my favorite. Yeah. I fought everywhere, bro. But when it comes to New York, it's just a different atmosphere, bro. And it's so close to my city, Philadelphia, that
I was gonna say that. I got fights. Danny Garcia was there, you know.
Yeah, man.
You had people from Philly fighting. You had people from Washington fighting.
Yeah, for sure. And just the city, bro. Yeah. Like New York City is popping, bro. I love going to New York. The food is great.
Boxing fans, bro. Die-hard boxing fans.
For sure, man.
What I liked about it is, normally when it's like the main event, people don't show up till the main event. I was there calling all the fights, and people were showing up.
Yeah. It's a real boxing city, man. Man, so Tank Davis and Lamont.
Damn, you want to go straight to the main event? Huh?
Man, it was really good fights. You know, you had what's his name? You had Ryo.
You got Ryo against Russell.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, the talk is going down, and you know what I'm saying,
everybody's talking about the main event. Everybody's talking about the knee.
The knee.
Was it a knockdown? Everybody's talking about
turning your back.
Yeah. Was it a disqualification? Let's talk about it. All right, cool. Well, Tank Davis got hit with the jab. He got hit with the jab. He took a little step back, took a knee, automatic knockdown, bro.
Yeah.
And the ref did start counting. And then he did that. He went to the corner. He got his his eye cleaned up, whatever.
Yeah.
At the moment, I remember calling the fight. I was like, oh, he took a knee. He's going to the corner. Oh, and I'm like, and I kind of stopped because I'm like, I think he's putting in, like, I didn't know if it was like he probably missed, because it was like right in the beginning of the round. So I probably thought that he forgot his mouthpiece or something. And then he goes to the corner, and then everything happens. He starts, disputing with the ref, like, yeah, you got to tell me next time. Like, bro, but that's an automatic knockdown. Yeah. You know this. I mean,
Oh, no, for sure.
It's happened to you a few times.
I've done it twice. I did it in the Bekdemir fight. He caught me with a body shot, hurt me. I moved to the ropes. Before he hit me with an onslaught of punches, I took the knee. Yeah. And I knew that
And what happened? He took the knee, and what happened? They started doing the 8 count.
And then the funny thing is that the first time
it was an, "Hey, Mr. Rosado, are you okay?" Like, all right, take your time.
The first time I ever took a knee, guess who my ref was?
Who's that?
Willis.
Oh, shit.
It was in New York. In the fight with Lemieux. Lemieux hits me with the left hook. My eye, I go blind because that's when I had the detached retina and the broken orbital bone. And immediately when he hit me, I knew something was wrong. I turn my back away and I take a knee. And Willis was counting.
Automatic knockdown.
And I knew that by me taking the knee, I know I'm gonna get an 8 count, but that's what I wanted. I wanted an 8 count because I wanted to shake off that my vision was blurry. So yeah, when Tank took that knee, it wasn't a big punch, but it was a jab. and then you back up, you take a knee. That's a knockdown.
I mean, for the people listening over there, I mean, we gotta educate them. We gotta tell them what it is, because a lot of people are like, "Oh no, it was okay because he went to the corner and the referee was like, all right, he had something in his eye. His safety comes first. But if you take a knee, you're automatically telling the ref you don't feel good. And you start counting. If he would have been smart and not take a knee and take a little step back and talk to the ref, like, ref, I can't see. Boom, the ref would have stepped in. You get me? And be like, all right, what's wrong? All right, go to the corner. Clean your eye, whatever. But he took a knee, my boy. So it's automatic knockdown. So with that being said, the fight was close as it was, It was really close. I honestly thought that Roach won the fight and they went to the decision, close fight, draw, whatever. Imagine if they would have counted the knockdown.
It's a unanimous decision for Roach,
bro. So that had a lot to do with it. I know that they were trying to get the commission involved. They are, trying to
and they really got a case. Result.
And
they got a case. Like, honestly, man, they do have a case to go to the commission and overturn that because it is a knockdown. Now, my thing is this, like, isn't there replays in certain? So does New York have a replay?
They should.
Because that's one thing where it should have went to replay. Now, him taking a knee, we agree, is a knockdown.
Yeah.
Now, once the ref starts counting, he stops counting. Like, what was it?
Thing,
What did Tank tell him?
I don't know what he told me. Like, why are you counting it? Hold on, man. That's not what we agreed on. I'm like,
like you want your job? That was crazy, bro. So when he goes to the corner, and we know that the corner can't walk up to the ring and do what they did. That's an automatic disqualification too.
One. Yeah, that's another.
Which is wild to me.
It's in the rules. Your corner man cannot come to a corner and be like, "Hey, come here, like let me wipe you off." Like, nah, that's automatically disqualification.
Yeah.
So those are the two things. The knockdown, they took a knee. It's a knockdown, automatic knockdown. The ref started counting. You already started counting. The referees or judges down there, they count with you. Once you start counting, the ref starts counting. They start counting as well, and they mark that already as a and then correct me if I'm wrong. I think I read somewhere I saw that they gave that round to Tank.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So he probably did win, and I can't remember exactly how that round went. But it was close. I mean, there was so many close rounds that it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But adding up all the numbers and replaying and watching the fight, which I did, I still believe that Roach won the fight, even if they would have not considered the knockdown.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Roach did. He made the adjustments. He had Tank Davis thinking a lot, overthinking to throw his punches. Tank Davis never got to feel himself, get into a rhythm. And once he did, I believe he lost track of the rounds. And when he wanted to step it up a bit, it was already too late.
Yeah.
So it kind of switched on him. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like Tank was not expecting for Roach to be able to take the punches. You get me? Roach was sitting right in the pocket, right in the center of the ring.
Roach actually looked like the bigger guy.
He did. He was taking them shots good. And when Tank noticed that, I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Roach was able to counter punch. And every time that Tank will hit him, he hit him in the arms, he will catch and shoot.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, a lot that Roach did good. It was more that Roach did good that Tank did okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like aside from the controversy, you know what I mean, the knee and all that, when I'm looking at the fight, I could tell Tank's not feeling himself. I mean, it didn't, like, Tank really didn't catch a rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like he didn't catch a rhythm. And then
activity does not help.
And I think, that right there is like we're not used to that from Tank. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We are and we're not. We're used to Tank starting off slow.
Yeah, for sure.
We know that like the first 4 or 5 rounds, he hardly ever does anything. And they say it's because he's reading you. He's like downloading data. He's reading you. He's trying to like figure you out. And once he figures you out, he'll knock you out.
Yeah.
Possesses that power. But like you said, he never got into rhythm. It's like, I'm trying to figure this guy out, but Roach was just not giving him a target. Roach was like, you're just moving, and then when he started giving him a target, Tank is like, all right, cool, I'm gonna let my hands go. Guess what? Catching him, and I'm hitting right back.
And now my thing was, even though Tank didn't seem like he was catching a rhythm, I feel like Roach didn't take advantage of that. as much as he should have.
I hear what you're saying, but
You know,
then it's you
And
gotta be cautious.
the only reason I'm saying that, is because we got to put the politics into play.
Yeah.
We got to put that Tank's the superstar.
Yeah.
Tank's the pay-per-view attraction.
You gotta draw.
Tank puts the asses in seats.
Yeah.
This is the guy.
Man, yeah.
So you can't just box and think you're gonna get a victory over Tank.
I get what you're saying.
My thing is you got to go into that kind of fight with more of a dog attitude, and I think that the opportunity was there where Roach could have noted. What Roach noticed, like, oh, he not on his game.
I think he played it safe.
Let me step it up. And the thing is this: look, you were getting hit with shots anyway, because Tank was loading up and hitting you with shots. Yeah. You took it. Yeah. So at that point, you could take his shot because you felt that power.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Because I'm only going by the standpoint of like we gotta put that element into it.
Yeah, you gotta go out there and really beat the champ, to get the championship. I get it.
Which is BS. I think if you box a guy like Barbosa, he went.
I was just gonna go there. My boy Barbosa boxed in the hometown, and he still got the win. And he did win. Yeah,
I thought he won, but I was surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was like, yo, they're not
gonna give up. They don't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do get your point, but people are not seeing that right now because of the controversial knee. You get me? So people are like, it was close as it was, but hey, you took those points away from Roach. He deserves a fight.
Yeah.
And aside from that, Tank, the excuse he made about the hair and talking about the
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny at the moment, but it's true. Like, listen, like
kept that to himself. Yeah.
But it was bothering his eye, and like I get it, like there's product that you put in the hair and it falls into your eye, and it bothers him.
You know what? I was in Puerto Rico when Amanda Serrano. The fight got canceled when her eyes got swollen because she did the braids and the chemicals from the braids. It went in her eye and she went. I saw her eyes, but her eyes were swollen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that's not really that Tank's lying about it. But at the end of the day, is the 9th round, bro. Right. And you take a knee. It's like you can't do that.
No one's saying that he's lying. I think it is true what happened. The chemicals, the eye, it was bothering him. But the fact that he took a knee, he took a knee, my boy. Yeah. It's an automatic knockdown.
Yeah.
The ref took that away from him, or from Roach and team. So that.
And do you think Tank being able to take a knee, turn his back, walk to the corner, have the trainer actually climb into the ring not climb, but to the corner and wipe his? Do you think that's like a behavior like entitlement? Like, I'm Tank Davis, I'm a time out, boom. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and it's like
Floyd got away with a lot of things, I mean,
well, but that's wild.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's Floyd, and this is Tank, and it was the Tank show. I mean, let's just leave it at that. It was the Tank show, and of course he got away with it, and he got a different type of treatment. You just said it. That happened to you. You got hurt. You took a knee. They started counting. It's Tank Davis, and he got a special treatment.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. It is what it is. It's Tank Davis show.
Yeah.
They started counting, and they just talked about it. They said, all right, cool. Next time, let me know. The ref was like, all right, next time, let me know something's bothering you.
Yeah.
And that's why I came in and told you, a normal fighter, a normal fight, you take a step back and you get close to ref. I'm not feeling good. On my mouthpiece, on my eye or something, the ref steps in. What's going on? Oh, I can't see. Okay, go to the corner. They don't count. They just take you to the corner.
Yeah.
They have the doctor see you, and then they bring in your corner or wipe your eye, whatever. But he took a knee. It's a knockdown. They took that away from Roach, and that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Roach deserved the win. Say whatever you want to say.
Yeah. With me, one thing I think of is Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston. When at that time the mobs involved. Yeah. Sonny Liston got he put some kind of chemical over the glove from what the corner and the team of Ali has said. And remember, Ali goes blind, and Ali's blinking, and he's in the corner. They're putting Angelo Dundee is trying to wipe his eyes down, and Angelo Dundee says the story that Muhammad Ali was like, just stop the fight. I can't see. Stop the fight. And he was like, no, you'll never get this opportunity again. Just box this whole round. Just keep your distance until your vision comes back. And Ali, I think, did that for about 2 rounds where he didn't see punches coming, and then finally fought.
Right.
Where Ali didn't You know, it's
I don't think the eye thing had any effect on how Tank fought because he said that after that he was good, right?
yeah.
So it was just not him getting comfortable, making the adjustments, or not getting that rhythm like we talked about.
Yeah.
So now if we talk about a rematch, what do you think? I mean, the rematch gonna happen.
Yeah, man. You know, like I was saying, man. I just think that Roach, he boxed a good fight.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that there's a different approach when you're fighting the superstar.
I hear
and yeah, you box good, but that's not good enough to beat the champion. It's just not. And it's not front and act like we haven't seen so many fights where the guy doesn't get the decision, where he almost
really
won,
close, but he didn't go out there.
We know that's just not how boxing is, man. We know the name of the game. You gotta really take it from the champ.
I gotta disagree with you because I feel like he took the risk.
He
fought him in the center of the ring. He was taking his shot. He was answering back. He did what he was supposed to. Now you taking it a little bit further, like, you know, all right, go out there and finish the fight and go crazy again.
I'm not saying.
Why are you gonna?
I'm not saying go for broke.
Yeah.
And be a loose cannon.
You're not gonna risk yourself, like, you know, against a puncher.
But I'm saying in moments of them doing this, no, man, be first. Boom, 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 boom. Just boom, boom, boom. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, but just increasing the volume of it.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying. Because I feel like it was just that bit. That was it. I think Roach fought a good fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I think now
you have your way.
I think now I gotta say, now in a rematch, I think if he actually fought the same way, I think now he would definitely get the decision now, because he's now created. Now Roach is now a known name.
Okay.
Before,
and now I'm going to disagree with you on that one. Go ahead.
No, before Roach was like everyone that knows boxing. We know who Roach is, but now he's more popular. Yeah. Now everybody's saying, "Oh, he should have got the win." Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. So now I think in the rematch,
he's gonna come in with more confidence.
Now the pressure is more on Tank.
Yeah.
The Tank got to come through, and I think if Roach fights that same pace, I think he's good.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. One. I feel like Tank. He knows that he could beat him. He know he could have beat him that night, Saturday night. If there were a rematch, Tank Davis knocks him out. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a few times that Tank did catch him, he stumbled him. He hurt him, you know? Yeah. But he just couldn't get off.
Oh, well, I'm not saying the rematch is going to play out the same, though.
I think okay. Tank Davis, I feel like Tank Davis is going to make the adjustments. Tank Davis is going to feel better. And Tank Davis is going to have, and he's going to prove himself, and he's going to make a point, and he's going to make a statement. And what is he going to do? He's going to be the old Tank Davis, and he's going to knock out Roach. That's what I think.
One thing that I felt, the approach that Lamont had going into the fight, I think it was good, right? But there was an interview that he had.
He had the energy, he had the mentality, he had the confidence. There
was an interview where Brock.
Yeah.
It was Akin Brock, right?
Okay, yeah.
My boys, shout out to Akin Brock. Shout out to my dudes. They asked him, they was like, so what do you see next?
Right.
And they asked the question.
Yeah.
And Lamont goes into, I want to unify the titles. I talked to
he's already thinking ahead.
I talked to Shakur, woo woo. And I took that like, yo, nah, just think about Tank.
Right.
Just don't even fall into that. Just think about Tank.
Okay.
Like, because I said, I feel
that's a confident man. That's a confident fighter, bro.
I know.
And that's what got him the win. I still believe he won. But that's what got him the win. And that's why he fought the way he fought, because he went in believing in himself. No one else believed. I didn't believe in him. I didn't think he was gonna win this fight.
Yeah.
You know, but when you go with that, knowing that you are that man.
Yeah.
I already fought you in the amateurs. Yeah, I lost against you in the amateurs, but I know you. I know who you are. I know what you can bring. I know it's a difference, amateurs and pros, but I'm just saying, like, I got a taste of Tank. These are the people that face Tank. I've never seen Tank before. That was their first time seeing Tank. Tank, face to face. He wasn't starstruck. The lights weren't too bright for Roach. That was his moment, and he lived up to it. You get me?
No.
So
I feel you.
I don't know. He was that confident when he went in, and he proved it.
See, the only reason I disagree with that is because Tank is the big name.
Yeah.
So why are you even thinking about anything further? My thing is be so locked in on that killer mode.
Okay, but
on that killer mode that when you
who tells you he wasn't? He was locked in. I think by him saying that,
I think
just
it was more
speaking it.
I think it was more Tank being off.
Of course, yeah.
You know when you go into a fight and a guy's not on his
advantage of those moments. I get it.
His A game, you sense that and you feel it and it builds your confidence.
Yeah.
But when a guy is what he is, and even better, that could mess with your mental too.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you.
So what I'm saying is by
it was more of Tank not being Tank.
By Lamont going into that question of it's like, nah, man.
But guess what? That's when you take advantage of those moments. You know, I'm not.
And I feel like if that would have been the mindset, that's
what we're both agreeing that when the rematch happens, Tank is gonna win. I think Tank's gonna win.
Yeah.
And this is the opportunity where Roach takes advantage of the moment, the momentum.
I think this is a very embarrassing moment for Tank.
Oh yeah,
this is very embarrassing for Tank.
Yeah,
you took a knee.
Everyone.
You're a meme right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is embarrassing, bro. Like, you took a knee, you turned your back, you went to the corner, you actually in public said that grease went in your eyes and made like an excuse. And it's like, I think Tank is a dog, and I'm a big fan of Tank.
And this
is not a good moment for him right now.
It's not. He's going through it right now. Obviously, he said it before the fight. He said, my biggest fear is becoming a meme. He said that before the fight. Like, he's always like, I feel like Tank is an insecure fighter, no lie.
Yeah.
You know, even the way he fights, the way he starts, the way he talks sometimes, like, he doesn't believe like really who he is until like he starts getting into rhythm. Like, oh shit, I am that guy, you know?
Yeah.
So he's going through a tough time, but we know what I hate. I'm sorry, but I hate the fans that they jump out, you know, off the bandwagon right away. Like, bro, boxing is one of the coolest, you know, we will have one of the coolest fan bases out there because they don't stick with you. Like, you know, you lose. I'm gonna move on to the next one. MMA, UFC fans, bro, you lose the next day, they still chanting your name. They still with you. You know, they ride with you. With boxing fans, I'm sorry, with the fighters, is like, you lose, you suck, you the worst. I knew it. I knew you were all hype. You know, I hate that, man. He's going through a tough time right now. He didn't lose. He got a draw. A controversial knee. Close fight against Roach. Let's not take away the fact that Roach is just technical, great fighter. You know, and Tank, you know, he'll bounce back from here.
And look, props to Lamont.
Yeah.
He fought a good fight. And all I'm saying, and when I'm critiquing and saying certain things, I'm not like, I don't, because, you know, people, you say something and it's like, oh, you're hating, whatever. No, I'm
not saying that.
No, I'm just saying that's what people, that's how it comes off to people sometimes. What I'm saying is, I think that if Lamont tweaked certain things and don't talk about no other fighters, focus, because you're fighting the big guy. Focus on that only. You know what I'm saying? And yo, if you see weaknesses, take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? I think he fought a good fight, but I'm saying if he would have had a little bit more of a killer in the fight, I think he definitely would have got it. Just because that's just the name of the game. And in boxing, to beat the head honcho, you got to get him. You got to get him. That's just how it is.
All the comments there. People are going to agree with you and some people are going to agree.
Yeah, for sure. So what's up? So what's up with Ryo, man?
Oh, man, that's my boy right there, Ryo, man.
It was like, man, I was so happy for Ryo when he beat Pitbull. I was at that fight. I thought he boxed so good, man. And then it's like, damn, you know, he goes against.
He beat Covert in the rematch. I was happy when he beat Pitbull and when he fought him, you know.
Congrats to Russell.
Yeah.
Dog.
Listen.
Dog.
Ryo's my guy. He's my homie. You know, I've been knowing him for many years. I remember going out with them, drinking with them, you know, grabbing my boy, like telling him you're going to be the next champ. Blah, blah, blah. He did that. But it's not just, you know this, it's not just becoming a champ. It's staying a champ, you know? And I feel like that Ryo didn't do anything in the fight. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Like, the pressure was too much, you know? Gary Antoine Russell was just that man. That dog, you know? He wanted to prove some, because he was coming off that loss against Puello. So he wanted to prove some. Man, what a fight he did, man. He was so smart with his game plan, with the pressure. Smart pressure, not in too close, just at the right reach. He boxed Ryo for a moment as well. I mean, Gary Antoine Russell fought the best fight of his life.
For sure.
Know who I gotta give a shout out to? His brother, Gary Russell, man. The corner
dope.
Was the best corner. What I was hearing, what he was telling him, was the right thing. Like,
and that energy
and
that
for
you
him
get
to
from your
do
corner is a lot.
Yeah, because sometimes you coach tells you something to do, and then you go out there, you do the opposite. No,
and
he
that's
followed the
coming-
game plan. He
you get it
followed
from your brother,
exactly.
so you know it's coming from a place of like.
And he was
Yeah.
so like straight, like, bro, like just be smarter than that.
Mhm.
Don't overextend your punches. Walk smart. All right, he's gonna start throwing that left. Be ready for it. Simple
Yeah.
messages that man, you catch on to him and he followed it and he won that fight so easy. My boy Ryder just couldn't perform. He was he froze.
Yeah.
He froze.
And it's crazy because usually when a fighter becomes a champion, like, statistically, they become 30% better. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, he became a champion, and then it was like it was a completely different fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like he wasn't sharp, he wasn't on point at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like and the ability not even to make adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No adjustments.
And he had a great corner, man.
Yeah.
Robert Garcia. Shout out to Robert. That's
for sure.
But yeah, Rogers, I think it was, I don't want to say it was a bad night because that's taken away from what Russell did.
Yeah.
It was just, Rogers just couldn't deliver. He couldn't let his punches go because he had a perfect fighter in front of him.
Yeah.
He had no answer to whatever Gary Antoine Russell was giving to him.
For sure.
So I mean, it is what it is. You move on, you learn from it. Hopefully, Rayo gets a easier fight next time, honestly.
Yeah, man.
He should take like a little, tune up fight, get back in rhythm, get his the momentum back and believing in himself again,
doubt.
and then that's it, man.
For sure, man.
He's a talented fighter.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Rayo, shout out to Russell, man. Congrats to Russell, champ.
Russell family, man.
For sure,
man.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Now, we had Barbosa on, man, and before it was out there, he kind of gave us the hint and let us know it was
Mi Gallo to give us the premiere, man.
The fight is official.
Yeah.
Him and Teo, you know what I mean? They had a little. I don't know if that was that at the Golden Boy office?
Nah, that's in
New York.
It's in New York already, yeah.
And Teo walks up on them and he's
I smell you.
I
know what he said.
What he said, he smelled. But
I don't think I was gonna say it.
Go ahead, say it. Shout out to Barbosa because man, somebody tell me that I'm saying
what he say? You smell like ass and like,
yeah, bro. and man, Teo, he's an entertainer.
Yeah,
he gonna get under your skin. It's part of his tactics. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's gonna work with Barbosa though?
No, not at all. I think that when you are a real G, you are about that life.
Yeah.
Barbosa has the mentality, and you see someone like Teo. Shout out to Teo. He's a cool homie. He's a cool guy. But he's more of an entertainer. He's more about, all right, I'm doing this to promote. And when you see that, you kind of get offended. It kind of hurt. Like, what are you doing? You're not that guy. Stop.
Yeah.
So it kind of it burns a little bit, gets you upset.
Yeah.
So that's why Barbosa told him, like, you don't want this. You're not about this. Chill, bro. Like, let's just hype the fight up, and as it is.
But I think Teo actually, I've seen Teo off cameras.
Right.
I mean, he's on go. No matter what,
right?
That's just Teo, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, Barbosa for me he's all business.
Yeah.
No,
he is, but homie's he's hood too.
Oh yeah.
Shout
for sure. So my thing, right? So stylistically,
yeah,
I believe that Teo, he's just a natural talent. You know what I'm saying? The speed, the accuracy, the agility, all that stuff, right? But with that kind of style, you need a rhythm and you need to stay active. Yeah. He's been inactive for a while. Yeah. And Barbosa, on the other hand, been very active. And not just active, but he's been active against world-class guys. Where I think that's going to favor him a lot going into the fight. On paper, right, you go, oh, this guy beat Lomachenko, this guy beat, who else? What's a big name? What's the other big name on Teo's? The biggest name is Lomachenko, yeah. Right? But I think when you look at the time span of Barbosa being active and who he's beaten, I kind of favor a bit towards Barbosa in that fight.
All right, we go stylistically and who we picking in the fight.
Yeah.
I like Barbosa's chances. I
For
think
sure.
he's got a momentum going right now. He's confident. He knows that this is his time. We
Yeah.
had him here. He talked about it. It's like, that was my dream fight. I've always wanted to fight this guy for like 2 years. I've been calling him for 2 years. I believe he said that.
Yeah.
Like he wants this fight.
And it's
he's
personal
been
for
waiting
him.
this
And it's
moment.
personal
And it's
for him.
personal. You get me?
Yeah.
So I favor Barbosa right now because of that. But technically wise, I feel like, Teo might have a little bit more. Yeah, Teo's he's
Teal to me is like so good, but he's not consistent in the sense of like he'll put on this spectacular performance and then he'll put a dud performance. Where it's like it's like, damn. So what is it with him? Is it a mental thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where he can't come up against Barbosa and not be on his A game. He has to be it has to be the best Teofimo. Because like I said, Barbosa is on rhythm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Teo has to show up that night.
For sure.
The real Teo, like, the fighter that we're used to seeing, the athlete, all the tricks that he has when he fights. But you're right about that. He's one of those fighters that fights good today and tomorrow he'll fight different. He doesn't live up to. He fights to the level of opposition he has.
Yeah.
He's that type of fighter.
For
I remember
sure.
he fought the guy that fought on the undercard on last weekend's fight. Sandor Martin from Spain.
Yeah.
Bro, that guy gave him hell. And people thought that Spaniard beat him.
Yeah.
It was a close fight. You get me? So he
For
fought down
sure.
to that level. So, we'll see what Teofimo shows up that night. If it's a real Teo and, the Teo that we know, I think Teo might take it. But I think it's Barbosa's time right now.
For sure. Definitely, man. Well, the card in New York is stacked, man. Times Square, legendary. Man, we got the great Jim Lampley back. You know what I'm saying? That shit is so dope, right?
Legend.
So we then have Haney versus Ramirez. Who's your guy? Who's your Gallo in that one?
Who's my Gallo? Oh, I might change it because I said different.
Nah, get that same energy.
All right.
Go ahead. Who was you rocking with?
I said Haney.
Okay.
And the only reason I said Haney is because of what I saw with Ramirez in this last fight against our boy Barbosa, which is a flat foot. He's always been flat foot, but not there anymore. Like he aged, Father Time caught up to him already.
How old is Ramirez?
I don't know. He's up there, but he's had some tough fights. You get me?
30s,
and the
right?
way he fights, like, he always makes it a tough fight. It's always like all fights are tough.
Yeah.
So what I feel is like in his last performance, like that style is not gonna beat a Haney. And Haney, he gets hit. We saw what happened with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
He gets hit with the overhands. He steps out with his head high. So, if he does not make those adjustments, tucking that chin in, he's gonna have a hard time. But I think stylistically, I think Haney has the tools and abilities to outbox Ramirez.
Well, Ramirez,
I'm gonna go for Haney.
Ramirez is 32. That's 32. Not that old. That's actually a prime age.
Okay, 32. But how many tough fights? You gave me something.
I feel you, but I think with his fight versus Barbosa, which Barbosa presented similarities that Haney brings to the table, which was boxing and staying outside. I think it's the perfect fight for Ramirez to come off of, where he now knows what he needs to work on, and he knows the mistakes he made against Barbosa, and he goes, okay, Haney's gonna do this, and this is what Barbosa was successful at. All right, let's work on this now. Let's work on this. Where a guy like Ramirez, experienced guy, is gonna make the adjustments. I believe, and he should, especially with the team that he has. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make the adjustments, and he's not gonna do the same thing of fighting and kind of just.
And I hope he does, but
being slow and being jammed up. I think he's gonna be a little more elusive, and I think also Haney's a good boxer. Yeah, but
no pop.
So he can't. He's not gonna keep Ramirez honest. Yeah, he's a good boxer. But he makes mistakes and he gets caught clean. Yeah. Where I think Barbosa's defense is a lot more sharper than Haney's defense. Yeah. So I'm leaning towards Ramirez. Okay. Only because I feel like he has to redeem himself.
He does. And he's gonna make those
point in his career to get this opportunity.
It's do or die for him.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For both, actually.
For both.
Yeah. If Haney were to lose, bro,
Yeah. Because look. you got to remember,
I think they both had.
Haney is coming off of.
I get what you're saying, and
big
everything's
loss.
right. Everything's right.
And regardless of whether.
But Haney has to make those adjustments too. Haney has something to prove as well.
Yeah.
And when you have a talented fighter like that, having to like, I gotta prove myself against a bully, because that's what Ramirez is gonna be. Right? A bully, someone that's gonna pressure. Guess what? I'm a box to shoot.
Let me tell you something, bro. You know, in boxing, it's a way and a way to come back.
Yeah, of course.
And I think Ramirez is the wrong guy to come back. Because look, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying. That's my
experience. Because I remember one time I was with Canelo, right? And Canelo was like, lo hiciste mal, güey. And he was like, estaba peleando con todo el mundo. And pretty much what he says, translating, Canelo was telling me like, man, you did it wrong. You was fighting too many top guys back to back to back. Like you didn't.
Don't lie, my boy fought everyone. Back to back to back.
You know, to each his own, but that's what Canelo was telling me, where it's, you know, when you come back from a loss, and a devastating loss like Haney, where you got hurt bad. Yeah. That was a car accident, bro. That was a car wreck. You want to bring that fighter back with a guy that doesn't pack a punch, a guy that isn't aggressive, a guy that you can gain confidence, get a victory, and shake that off. Because I don't care how good you feel in the gym.
Now, seeing it, but you're right.
Sparring.
I'm thinking,
because you know what, Ramirez is gonna bring it.
Yeah.
And oh damn, flashbacks.
Oh. I remember this.
Saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think it's a smart matchup for Haney.
Okay. That could happen. And you're totally 100% right.
Yeah.
Like that could happen, and maybe that wasn't the smartest.
And if Haney
that wasn't the smartest fights you take.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you from experience now.
For sure.
All right, when I got knocked out by Johnny Gonzalez, which I got knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, that was at the StubHub, right?
Yeah. My boys, I got friends that till this day tell me like, Abner, I was barely getting my beer, bro. What the hell? Like,
happens, dog.
Hey, you know it happens. So whatever, I got knocked out in the first round. Talking about taking easier fights on like the next fight. Nah, I took on a harder fight. I took on a heavier fighter. I moved up to 130, and I fought one of your countrymen. I fought Jonathan Oquendo.
Okay.
Puerto Rican.
Okay,
man, tough guy, man. Tough fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Who, by the way, later on, he went and beat Johnny.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, Johnny beat me, and this guy, after I beat him, he went and fought Johnny Gonzalez. He didn't knock him out. He beat him. He just beat Johnny. I got knocked out in the first round. I could have chosen an easier fight, but I said, no, man, I want a tougher fight. I want a bigger guy, and I want to see where I'm at. Yeah. That was a way for me to test myself and see where I was.
I feel you.
So I fought this tougher, bigger guy in Oquendo. Bro, and there were moments where like, what the hell? Why did I pick this fight? Because he hit me like a couple of shots. Yeah. But I was like, I was fighting my own self. But like it was me against me and against Oquendo. You get me? Because I was getting hit. Like, man, why did I choose this fight? But then we're like, nah, F that. You know, like I want this. I gotta win. So I really fought. I found the dog in me, and I went out there and just beat him, bro. And it was a close fight, to be honest.
For sure.
Went ahead and beat that won that fight.
You weren't known to take a lot of punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you've been in grueling fights.
Yeah.
But like you never got beat like how Haney got beat by Ryan.
Haney's always been a safe fighter. It wasn't until this fight when he got hurt.
But what I'm saying is that kind of fight is a car wreck.
Right.
That's the equivalent of a car accident.
I get what you're saying, but I also understand what I'm trying to say is that I think that he's doing this for him to see where he's at. Yeah, it's a tough fight, but he's an older Ramirez. Yeah, Ramirez is a tough fighter. He's gonna bring it, but hey, guess what? I got the better abilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll box you. So I mean, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I think people are gonna agree with you. People are gonna agree with me. You know, this is the name of the game, brother.
No, it's a great fight, man. Then you got
best man win.
Then you got the main event, Ryan
and Rolly. Rolly, bro. Shout out to Rolly, man.
Yeah,
he's
man.
a character.
No,
you got, and people are like, how is? I swear to God, people ask me, how is this guy getting these fights? Just being Rolly. Rolly's entertainer, and you know he is who he is, and that's why he's getting these big fights.
Yeah, man.
Zach Davis, Ryan Garcia,
he's a puncher.
He's a puncher too.
Yeah,
he's always has he. With Rolly, you can never count him out. You know, he's one of those fighters that any given moment, if he hits you, bro, he's gonna hurt you. Even Tank said it, like, man, he hit.
Yeah, he said he was the hardest puncher.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
for
so
sure.
He hits. So main event, Who do I favor? Obviously, and I say obviously, because I feel like, a lot of people think that, Ryan Garcia, he is the better fighter. And I probably choose him over Rolly, but I don't like where Ryan is right now mentally.
Yeah.
I don't like where what I've seen of him interviews.
That's what we thought
like,
going into the Haney fight.
Because
remember the Haney fight?
No.
Craziness.
But it's craziness. But now that you think about it, he sold it. He tricked everyone.
Yeah.
So you think he's trying to trick us again?
Bro.
He's trying to trick us again to believe that he's not right?
Bro.
He's quiet
going
now.
Going into that Haney fight, I had no idea he was going to put on that kind of performance.
No one did.
Because I said, damn, he's so off.
No one did. But everything he was posting on social media,
I think it was
like, my man is not there. Like, yeah.
It's cat, bro. I think it's just his way of marketing, his way of selling the fight, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I think there is a certain craziness that you can even do that.
Yeah.
So there is some,
you know
what I mean? But it's like, I just think he knows how to stir things up.
The reason I'm saying this is because I know people close to him. I know people close to him that told me that he went through it and he had his hard times, and we all know this. It was open to the public. He was going through the alcohol abuse and mental health issues. Like that's no lie. Like it was out there, and I feel like when you're going through all of that, it obviously it takes a really strong and big man to overcome that, and I think Ryan is that fighter. Yeah. And God willing, I wish him all the best, and I hope he did. And now with Reynoso in his camp, which Reynoso is a great coach
for sure,
and he's really strict. He was training this man up and make him Ryan Garcia again. You get me? So all I'm saying is, if it's not Ryan Garcia 100% mentally, I don't see him winning. Physically, anyone can get ready physically. You know this. We talked about this. But it's the mental part. Yeah. And Rolly's just Rolly. Rolly is a talker. Rolly will get you to, fall into his plan of making you angry or saying certain things. And we talked about him carrying that power. So I think Rolly has a chance in that fight as well.
You know what's interesting though, man? That I think obviously mental. Yeah. Is so big in boxing. It's the main thing, right? But I think for Ryan's the kind of guy, man, that you just need to let him be who he is. Because I think when he comes into,
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by
you need to you can't control Ryan. I think if Ryan acts up and how it's just let him be him. Yeah. As long as he comes to the gym and as long as he's putting in the work. Just don't monitor him so much because I think he needs to.
I think there was a time where people needed to step in, brother. Yeah, I think the people needed to step in and help him.
But this is the only reason I'm saying that.
I get what you're saying.
The only reason I'm saying this is because I think that when he comes into the ring with an edge, it makes him dangerous. And I think sometimes when it's like the movie Rocky. The worst thing that can happen to you, you got civilized. You got civilized. You know what I'm saying? Marvin Hagler used to say, man, I do camp and my camp's like prison because, once you sleep in those silk sheets, you get comfortable. Yeah. So I think Ryan, man, he needs that edge. Because come fight time when he comes into that ring and he's wilding. Let him out. He's that killer.
Unleash the beast.
Mike Tyson, right?
Unleash the beast.
Wild dude. I think it works for certain dudes. Yeah. I think certain dudes are different.
I hope that's the case for Ryan.
And I think that's what I get from how he behaved with the Haney fight. Because I was shocked how sharp he was. And I said, this guy.
Actually won money in that fight because I put money on Ryan.
That right there just taught me that,
I'm Ryan.
This guy, let him be. Because if you let him be and he goes to the gym and he's putting in the work, he's going to bring that edge to the ring, and that's what makes him a killer. Yeah. But if you fix him, then now you might have a little bit of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Don't get civilized.
Yeah. And I hope that's the case, and that's the fighter that comes back.
What is it, Mickey? Right? It's Mickey.
I like Mickey. Ryan. He's a cool kid, man. Yeah. My respects to him, but what he's done, how he was He was one of the first fighters, if not the first fighter, that started the whole YouTube and Instagram
he won Jake Paul in the game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So he's the one like
to the game.
People are saying that he's one of the first not YouTube, but like
Yeah,
social media famous.
Yeah,
he's the one that started all this.
For sure.
So all the fighters are trying to do it now.
For
so
sure.
shouts out to Ryan. He was new generation, and I hope he gets better. And he proves it against Romero. But again, Romero's a strong fighter. He will give you hell, and he can beat you in a given moment because he carries that pop. But at the same time, he gets hit a lot.
One thing's for sure is going to be a banger.
Knockout for sure. That fight ain't going to
play,
distance.
and Ryan don't come in. Yeah.
So
all right, so let's run it like this. So Barbosa, Teo, knockout decision. Decision, right?
Yeah.
I agree. Decision.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a split.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
A split decision kind of fight. Because I think it's gonna be really close. Yeah. Haney, Ramirez, decision, knockout.
Stoppage.
Yeah, I think Ramirez might get a stoppage.
Yeah. He might get a stoppage. I'm going
Ramirez.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going Ramirez knockdown. All right, and then the main event, Ryan.
Knockout.
Ryan Rolly.
Yeah. Okay. If I had to pick, obviously I think Ryan knocks him out. Yeah. Ryan knocks him out.
I think so too, but I think it go either way.
Either way, yeah.
If they say Rolly punched like a middleweight.
Yeah, exactly. So if there's a knockout, either way, but I think Ryan might get it.
Yeah.
But Rolly can get it as well.
For sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good card, man.
For sure, man. I agree, man. I agree.
Thank you guys once again for tuning in to another episode of Mi Gallo with my boy Gabe Rosado. Also, I want to remind you guys I got a show, Midas Promotion, with Marv Nation Promotions, March 15, Thunder Studios and Long Beach. It's going to be televised on the zone, and guess who's going to be the commentator? My boy, Gabe Rosado.
For sure, man. And make sure y'all let us know in the comments who y'all guys is picking between Ramirez, Haney, Barbosa, Lopez, Ryan, Rollies, Stat Card in New York. Comment below. Who's your gallo? You know what I mean? We've had our
we picked our gallo, so make sure you guys watch
Let us know who's your gallo, man.